Hello everyone, Tanak here. Welcome to episode 92 of Building My Industrial Empire in EVE Online. Let's start with the progress report. As you can see, my net worth plus that of the corporation is now at 225 billion ISK. If you look at the tracker here, you can see that it's a decent progression from last week. Again, you see it better with that chart here. So it's about a 7 bill progression compared to last week. A big chunk of that is on Tanak, which is surprising because at least 2 days this week I couldn't log in after the patch. I had something with my cache corrupted, so anyway, I opened a support ticket. They managed to solve my issue, but I had 2 days I couldn't play at all. I'm guessing I had some contract for stuff to sell that might have passed through, and maybe they weren't calculated. Anyway, I do get, these are the number given to me by Jeeves Asset. So a big part of the progression, like 4 billion, is on Tanak. Serica got a little bit of progression, even though I didn't play her, which is weird. Maybe skill point value or something. Toy Company progressed by 2 bill, and that's about it. So still, all in all, it's a good progression this week. Now, so that's it for the progress report. Let's go into HR. Again, we got a pretty cool week this week. We are now at 328 member. So that's a progression of 5 new member, well, plus 5 this week compared to last week. Again, progression week after week. We got new recruit. We got more people logging in, which is good. Things are starting to pick up a little bit. Again, pretty good. I told you last week that we were having a discussion with a group that wanted to join Womp. We did talk. They ended up almost joining, but eventually they are an ISEC industrial group. Part of their group wanted to go to Null, but part of the group wanted to stay in ISEC. So they ended up staying all together in ISEC, so they won't be joining Womp. We do have the door open for the people in that group that really wanted a Null experience. We're happy to have them on board, but I don't want to break another group either, so that's not my goal there. But we're always happy to grab new members that are interested in joining us. So still a good week progression, which is what we want, more people online. So we're getting better and better week after week. Now, the big news of the week, what happened this week is we managed to flip the TCUs in our constellation. So Womp now actually own both iHub and TCUs in the entire constellation. Actually, there's one iHub that is still to Dreadbomb because of a jump bridge there. But we do own the SOV everywhere here. That's why I'm in space to show you the little TCU. They're pretty cool with the little logo turning around. So most of our guys are very happy with that. Just for kind of, even though the TCU are meaningless, it's still kind of nice because it does make you feel like, okay, I'm really at home here. So we've got in the entire constellation both iHubs and TCU. Pretty pumped with that, I can tell you. So that's pretty much it. On the politics side, again, we were doing mostly activity with the coalition, so still no big change on that part. War and fights in general. Wrecking Crew is still in a fight with Fire Coalition. We didn't have many large operation that won't participated this week. There was one big one this afternoon where we got a call because Army of Mango had some super tackled. So I'll tell you what I know because I was at work there, so I just read some Discord and what the guy told me, but The information I have was that some super from Army of Mango got tackled, and Fraternity plus the rest of Fire Coalition plus Northern Coalition were attacking those super. We're talking about around 60 super carrier from what I was told. And we got called basically to come and help. A bunch of people from Womp, a few people from Womp, 7 people, probably a little more with if you count Logi, got there to help and participate in the fight. There was some big tie-dye in the system at some point, going all the way to 2,000 people in system. I'm not sure about this specific battle report because I've seen like 3 or 4 different battle report with different group everywhere. This one looked like it was the most accurate, like which camp were fighting which camp. I'm not sure if the Imperium was helping Army of Mango or just third partying in that fight. So that's the one thing I wasn't sure. According to the Womp people that were there, it was really like a free-for-all and a bunch of people shooting at everybody, all in basically the entire planet was there. So the entire universe was there. Anyway, the result of the battle was that a bunch of Nicks from Army of Mango got shot down. We did manage to extract 48 super out of 60. Which is pretty good, and we did destroy a bunch of stuff on the other side. Overall, we aren't ISK positive in there. That again doesn't reflect necessarily on Womp in itself, but on the coalition at large. For us, it was just a fight for Womp itself. We're sending pilot, and it was a good fight where the guy had fun, and that's what matters to us. So we didn't have that much skin in the game. We were there to help our friends there. So anyway, that's one of the good battle the big battle of this week, which we participated in. Aside from that, again, the usual like little fight in the pocket. Some guys trying to steal our ESS, stuff like that these kinds of fight that we get all the time. Again, depending on the people that we have online, we will undock, we will fight. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, but we're getting, I mean, it's content, it's stuff to do in game, which is why everybody plays. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with the content that we're getting on a day-to-day basis in this area. So that's much it for the combat war part. Now, industry. That one is again a good week on industry. If you look, let me get back to that chart here. I had it pulled out. If you look in catch, you can see that our 3 production system are, well, we're clearly the big production hub in catch. Our system at 2.42 index, our biggest system, is like significantly ahead of all the other system in production. The only one that's coming close nearby is one in Providence, and we're still higher than that one. So all in all, we are very active on on the industrial side. The way we work on how to build our industry, we are very free market oriented, where people will build what they want to build. We do have a market seeder group in our internal Discord, where the people will like kind of split the market between them. It's not like price control, it's mostly to make sure that we got everything available at our market hub. And it is showing, because we are seeing blues stop at our market hub to actually purchase stuff, which is, again, this is one of the things that we're looking for as an industrial corporation, is to be able to supply with the rest of the coalition with goods. that they can use. So we do produce fuel block for the coalition. People come and shop and get ammos and ship at our market hub. But as a group, we're very free market. So individual member will produce what they want, but they do have the entire facility available. And the other thing I wanted to show you was our roadmap, because the way we decided to set up is we have a roadmap of what we want to set up to make sure that we have the most efficient production possible. So we do have one system that is dedicated to fuel production. Well, it's not just fuel, it's fuel plus structure plus equipment. So that system, we have Venet and the Raitaru, and we got a roadmap of the rigs. These are all the rigs that we want to install. The one in green are the ones that are in place. So as we're moving forward, we're identifying, okay, the next one that we need is that one. And as we get the resources to be able to add a new rig, we add new rigs. And so we're always we're working toward being able to produce everything that we need in pocket with the maximum material efficiency to increase the margin that we can get or to produce at the lowest possible cost. So again, we have one system dedicated to fuel production. We got one system that is dedicated for T2 production and one system that is dedicated for T1 and capital. And we're adding those structure as we move along. So we do right now we have rigs for fuel. We got rigs for ships, T2 ships. We got all the refining rigs in place. We are working on advanced medium ship, which is a T2 medium ship. And then what we are planning to do is start to add the other rig that we're needing, adding a Raitaru specifically dedicated for research and blueprint, and adding an Asbel to add some cap. So we are moving forward with that roadmap week after week. Our members know that roadmap. So we are able to build everything in pocket. We don't have rigs for everything yet. We plan to eventually. Again, it's really a question of progression, because you need to, building that type of infrastructure is a significant investment initially. So we are pacing ourselves out. We're always, again, committing to the number one rule of Eve. We're committing to grid what we can afford to lose, making sure that we're never overextending and that we're not adding stuff that will not be used, because there's no point in putting something on grid if nobody's going to produce anything in it. So we're moving forward with that and following that roadmap to build the industrial empire that we are. So that's pretty much it on the industrial side. Again, we're a good progression this week, all in all. They did change the little interface this week. So my goal with Tanak personally, I told you I wanted to get to 60 bill liquid. So I'm at 51 now. Again, good progression. My training right now, I am training jump drive calibration 5, so I'm no longer a peasant and I can get the max jump range if I get a capital, and I do want to get into a carrier at some point. I'm almost at 59 million SP, so again, moving. It's most, I would say, like, this game is a long-term game. So it's not like you don't win the lottery and poof, I'm super rich on that day. It's basically, it's dedicated. It's week after week of going, keep on going, having your goal, working out to achieve those goals. And at the same time, finding your fun, because you need to be in the, you need to be, when you log in, you need to be doing stuff that you enjoy. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, there's no point in playing. You need to do stuff that you enjoy. Personally, I'm at the point right now where I enjoy running the Alliance. I enjoy setting myself a few monetary goal or ship goal and going toward that. So again, having fun playing, that's what this game is all about. What we are looking to achieve next as an alliance, well, we did get all the TCU. It didn't put us on the sub map. I think that you need to hold them for a bit before it start to impact the sub map. But we do have 10 system now, which is good enough for us to grow significantly. We're at 328. I would like to grow to a point where we're at 500 member and be able to field more people in fleet, contribute more to the coalition. Again, that's a long-term goal, and we're not in a mindset that we want to grow. Like, we don't just want to add number. We want to add people that will come and like enjoy being with the group, and that will fit well with our culture, that will be on comm, that will actively play with the rest of the group. So that's like I told you guys after when we bailed out of Geminate, when we were starting to rebuild, we're focusing a lot more on quality than quantity at this point. And so far it is working very well for us. I mean, you can, if you look at the way we progressed in the past, here it's been 2.5 months since we're in catch. We're pretty much almost back to what we were at the height of the pure blind era in terms of the infrastructure that we have. We have a little less member, but I would think that I can say that we have a lot more cohesion as a group, and like more resilience. The people that are still here are the one that really are like true Wompling, I would say, that are really committed to the group, which is how you build a strong group, in my opinion. So anyway, I'm rambling, so time to end this for this week. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you got any comment, just add them. If you got any requests, questions, stuff you wanted me to cover more in detail, I'd be happy to oblige. So all in all, have fun, guys, and see you next week. Bye bye.